Welcome to my test kitchen. This is where my team and I develop simple, speedy recipes that work under real-world conditions with real-world ingredients, like lentils. They're economical, they're easy to find, they're speedy to cook, they're healthy, and they're tasty, and believe it or not, they work really well in lasagna. Let me show you what I mean. Here's everything you need to make a simple, speedy lasagna. And the key word here really is speedy, because let's face it, lasagna can often be a labor of love. It can often take all day long with 14 different sauce pots going, but not this one. This one's got 3 basic parts. The tomato sauce, which includes meat in this case, the cheesy bits, which arrive in a sauce, and the pasta. And it's pretty straightforward to put all 3 together. So let's first start with the tomato sauce. Like so many tomato sauces around here, this one begins with onions and garlic sauteed in olive oil. So how do you speed up a lasagna anyway? Well, it's actually pretty straightforward. The key is to make a lot of simple, tiny little decisions that add up to one big, speedy decision, one speedy lasagna. For instance, onions and garlic. We often start by sauteing onions and garlic, which lightens up their flavors as soon as they heat through, and that's where I am now. Sometimes, though, we continue to add flavor by browning the onions and garlic, but that takes time, and that's what we're trying to eliminate. And as soon as you brown meat, you then need simmer time for it to get tender again. If you don't brown the meat, you don't need that simmer time. So really at this point, to make this sauce, all you have to do is pile the tomatoes, the oregano, a bay leaf, some ground beef into the sauce, some sausage meat, and lentils. This is the perfect time to add even more meaty flavor to the works. And that's exactly what lentils are. They've got lots of earthy, meaty flavor that's going to marry perfectly in this sauce. And really all I've done here is taken 1 cup of lentils, 3 cups of water, and simmered until the lentils are tender. This is what I have. 2 cups, cooked lentils, in they go. At this point, all you need to do is vigorously stir until all the meat breaks up into little particles, and until the sauce heats through. And as soon as this is hot and simmering, you're ready to move on. It really is that easy. And if it feels like the sauce is a little too thick, just add a cup of water to it. No big deal. And that's it. As soon as this sauce heats through, you're ready to move on. And there's no lack of flavor in there, especially with those earthy lentils. So now it's time for the cheese sauce. Classically, to make a lasagna, you have to make what's known as a bechamel sauce, a milk and cream simmering over here and butter and flour whisked together into a roux, then thickening the milk and cream, then you add all this cheese to it, and it's very complicated. To speed things up, all you need are a couple of eggs, because you can mix all these sauce ingredients together with raw eggs, and then as you cook the lasagna, the sauce will automatically thicken. Too easy. So just whisk in some cream, some ricotta, lots of mozzarella, and some good old-fashioned, old-world Parmesan cheese, Parmigiano Reggiano, Grana Padano, the good stuff. And now, all you have to do is put all the pieces of the puzzle together, which is really just as easy as remembering meat sauce, pasta, cheese sauce, pasta, meat sauce, pasta, cheese sauce, pasta, meat sauce. Got it? No? Actually, it's a lot easier than that. Just start with some meat sauce so the bottom of the pan is moist, and then just alternate layers. End with a layer of pasta, and on top of that last layer of pasta, meat sauce. The meat sauce on top will keep the pasta from drying out. It really is that easy. And bottom line is, as long as you fill the pan up with all these ingredients, the lasagna will taste great. No worries. That was about 1.5 boxes or so of pre-cooked lasagna noodles. Yet another way to speed this up. Rather than boiling noodles in a big pot of boiling water somewhere, just use pre-cooked, and they'll cook right here in the pan. Now that's 9 layers right there. And the 10th layer, mozzarella cheese. You've got to finish with mozzarella cheese. The last thing this needs before it heads for the oven, a cover of tin foil. But here's a trick. Spray your tin foil, and that way the cheese doesn't stick to the underside of the foil. That vital cheese crust. It cannot stick. Not allowed. So here's the deal. 1 hour at 375 degrees, and then pull the foil and bake for another 15 minutes, and that way you'll get this beautiful crispy cheese crust. And the single most important thing we do in the test kitchen, taste. Oh, it's a tough job here. It really is. What I really like about this particular dish is that not only is it a great way to get lentils into your food lifestyle, but it's also an excellent way to make a lasagna. And who doesn't love lasagna? The lentils come through loud and clear. There's a nice, hearty, earthy, meaty flavor to all of this. And it's easy to make. Hey, today's lentils. Get them on your table.